was relegated to a club sport, right? And now you're saying, okay, we got to get some players. And there's some legendary stories about you running around campus and saying, hey, she looks like she can run a little bit, that kind of thing. Are those things true or no?
Yeah, absolutely. Rick and Nancy brought me in August. I got the job. So I started calling recruits and I had that whole year to get as many kids as I could. So I coached the club team during that time and I was able to bring a few of those players onto the varsity the first year. And then I recruited about 14, I think. So we had 16 kids total. So pretty small numbers. So as I walked around campus, I was always, looking around and seeing what was available. And one day when I was on the fields right by Sheridan Road, I saw these two girls that were identical twins. And they were playing, I think they may have been playing flag football, and I was just like, wow, these women are great, great athletes. I wonder if they ever played like a varsity sport. So then I just so happened to see them the next week running up. My office was right on Sheridan Road. So I saw them running right in front of my office. I was looking out the window and I was like, wow, these girls are running at a clip. This is incredible. I've never seen anything like this. And then, maybe about 2 weeks later, I was driving and I saw them. Their dorm was right across from my office, so I saw them crossing the street, and I just pulled my car over and ran after them. I
That
said,
is
"Excuse me, have you ever heard of lacrosse or know what it is?" And they said, "We're from Indiana, so we don't know the game, but we've seen you guys on the fields." And um, one of them, Courtney, she said, and I told them, "Hey, I'm starting a new program. I'm looking for some people to teach them how to play the game, to learn about my philosophy." And Courtney had said, "I walked on to the basketball team my freshman year." And she said, "Varsity sports just really aren't for me." So I took that and, again, back to the winning mentality, I was just not gonna let it go. And so I called the basketball coach. At the time, it was a woman named June Olkowski, and I said, "June, like, who are these twins?" One of them played, the other one, was just a student, and she said, "Oh, it's Courtney Koester, Ashley Koester. They're incredible girls." And so I got their name and then I looked them up on the Northwestern system and I sent them a long email about my philosophy. And I just said, like, this sport has really changed my life. It's a really special sport. It's an easy sport to pick up if you're a great athlete, you have good hand-eye coordination, good speed. I've seen you guys and I think you could have potential, but most importantly, I'm really trying to build something special here from the ground up and would love to have you come in and talk to me about that. So they got my email, they came in, and I gave them a couple sticks because lacrosse is that game that once you get the stick in your hand and the
Yeah.
ball, it's kind of addicting. And so they took the sticks home for, I think it was Thanksgiving break, and they came back and they said, "We'll try it." My husband was like, "Kelly, you're crazy. It takes a long time to learn the game." But I was always of the mindset of like, no, you can learn it quickly. I was a great athlete. I didn't start playing till I was in ninth grade. So I always kind of was a believer that you can come to the game at any time and do well. And so I took them in the gym first day and they could not catch the ball, did not catch many. But
So what are you doing?
they
You're just throwing them the ball or they're throwing it back and forth? What's the
They were
image here?
doing wall ball, so thrown against the
Okay.
wall and it comes back and they were
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
catch it. And so they both had a ball and they were missing it almost every time, but the balls were going all over the gym. And I've never seen two people run so hard after balls. They were like dripping sweat. after about 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm on to something here. These girls are ridiculously hard workers. They grew up on a farm in Richmond, Indiana, and just had great value system. Their parents are amazing people, and I didn't know how much I really hit the jackpot from just a personal perspective and how they carried themselves and their value system. But they were the greatest blessing that happened to our program, and they're just a really really two special people.